So to complete this object-oriented programming structure, two concepts are left. One is types of inheritance, and abstract method and abstract class. So I think these are the concepts are left in Unit 3. If you will check types of inheritance, abstract method, and abstract class. Abstract method also we can tell that's a uh, so I think in your syllabus pure virtual method may be written or that may be abstract method may be written. You have to check and abstract class. So I think these are the concepts are left in Unit 3. Can you please confirm first? Yes, sir. Pointer to derived class. Deepali, you written. Derived class means what? Derived class means that's the parent class or that's the child class. Can you please confirm, Deepali? Please confirm, Deepali. You mentioned pointer to derived classes. Pointer to derived class means which class? Parent class or child class? Derived class. Derived class means that's the child class. And in the previous class we studied regarding parent pointer can work with parent object, also can work with child object. But child pointer only can work with the child object, or derived class pointer only can work with the derived class object. And through that pointer, we studied early binding and late binding mechanism also. I think what the thing you mentioned here, that thing already we completed, pointer to derived classes, right? Okay. So we're going to architecture. Just concentrate here. Please concentrate. Types of inheritance. Regarding the visibility mode, that's private inheritance, protected inheritance, and public inheritance. That's not exactly the types of inheritance. So, what is the types of inheritances are available in C++? The first one is the single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, then hybrid inheritance, and multipath inheritance. So these are the types of inheritances available in C++. First one is the single. Second one, multi-level inheritance. Third inheritance. Fourth one, hierarchical inheritance. Fifth one, hybrid inheritance. Sixth one, multipath inheritance. Six types of inheritances are available in C++. Single, multi-level, multiple, hierarchical, hybrid, right? So six types of inheritances are there: multi-level, multiple, hierarchical, hybrid, and multiple. So this is only some architectures. This is only an architecture to remember to the syntax, right? So I am using my digital whiteboard to explain what is single inheritance, what is multi-level inheritance. Please concentrate. So okay. Is my voice is clear to all of you? Or some like I think the network is not proper due to some bad weather here. Okay. So later architecture, then how this architectures will looks like. What is the architecture of single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance? So later I am Esther Whiteboard. Please go ahead. Go through the system. Please do due to my system becomes slow. I'm not getting the response properly. So where is the can I access system slow? Okay. So if I make the architecture of single, first how the architecture will looks like. Architecture, single inheritance architecture. Okay, so get access code. Yeah. So the first one was the single inheritance. Single inheritance. So in single inheritance, one parent class in single inheritance, one parent class, and from that one parent, one child is free. This is the architecture of single inheritance. You can go for second architecture, multi-level architecture. So A is a class, from this A class, B class is created, and from this B class, C class is created. This is belongs to multi-level architecture. This is first level, this is second level, right? So first one is the single architecture, second one multi-level architecture, right? If I go for the third architecture, which one? That's our multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance A is a class, then B is a class, and from A and B, C class is created, right? So in front of you, the architectures are implemented. The first one is belongs to single, second one is belongs to multi-level, third one is belongs to multiple, right? So first we know types of inheritance. There are six types of inheritance: single, multi-level, multiple, hierarchical, hybrid, and multiple. Right. So later again I'm accessing. Again I'm implementing the architecture. Please concentrate. So you will go for the first. You will go for the first inheritance. Single inheritance. A is a class. From this A class, B class is created. That's the architecture of single. We will concentrate on second multi-level. So the first level inheritance, just remember of a multiple means one parent, and from that one parent, two childs are created. B and C. Right? First one is single, second one is multi-level, third one is multiple, fourth one is hierarchical. Fifth one, can you please confirm fifth one is what? Hybrid is the combination of single inheritance and multiple inheritance. Hybrid is the combination of single and multiple inheritance. So the architecture looks like single inheritance means B is created from A. This is the architecture of single. Then B is C from C is created, A is created. So up to this one, that's the example of single. Then this is the example of what? Multiple. So if we will merge single inheritance with multiple inheritance, that will be hybrid inheritance. I think the last one is left, that's our multipath. That's our multipath inheritance. So how multipath inheritance will look like? Please concentrate. Sixth inheritance is our multipath inheritance. So A is a class. From A class, C was created, and from B and C, your D class is created. So the first one is belongs to single inheritance. Second one is belongs to multi-level inheritance. Third one is belongs to multiple inheritance. Then this one is belongs to hierarchical inheritance. Next one is belongs to hybrid inheritance, and the last one is belongs to multipath inheritance. Why this is called multipath here? Because to move from A to D, how many paths are there? This is one path, this is another path, right? So ABD is one path, another path is A, C, D. So that's the candidate, that's the multipath inheritance. So I think this architecture is clear. This architecture is clear to all of you. How single architecture will look like, how multi-level architecture will look like, how multiple inheritance architecture will look like, hybrid, hierarchical, and multiple. So before moving forward, can you please confirm? Can you please confirm through your group chat? Is there any doubt? Is there any doubts in this architecture? All students, please confirm. Right. So I think up to it for the inheritance we implemented. I think up to it for the inheritance we programmatically implemented. That's the architecture of which one? Single. अभी तक जो inheritance हम implement किए हैं, parent class, child class जो create किए हैं, that was the syntax of a single inheritance. So I am just writing one by one syntax. You have to identify how the codes will looks like. So if we'll go for the very first one, right? If we'll go for the first architecture, this single inheritance architecture. How to implement this single inheritance to our programs? That's very easy, sir. So what are the classes name? We know A is a class and B is a class. Class name may be anything. Class का नाम कुछ भी हो सकता है. But I will write the code according to the name I taken in my architecture. So A is a class and B is a class. So if I will write how this architecture will looks like, that I have a C++ code, main.c++, main.c++, class A is a class. I am not writing the body section. Class B is publicly created from A class. You know that public what I specified. That's nothing but that's our visibility mode, right? You know what is the requirement of visibility mode. So if I will compile the program, is there any error? C++ main.c++, there is no any error. So what the inheritance we implemented through our program? What the inheritance we implemented through our program? This is the example of which inheritance. Example of a single. This is the example of single. So A is a class, B class is created from A, right? So you can identify A is a class, B is the child that's created from A, right? Is this clear to all of you? Please confirm. Is this code is clear to all of you? Single inheritance को coding किस तरीके से करना है? Yes. So that's not easy. That's not easy. Very good. Very good. Later, I'm going to my digital whiteboard, and let's second. I want to implement the code for second architecture, and this one is the second architecture, right? Our second architecture, that's our multi-level inheritance, multi-level inheritance. So you can identify A is the parent, B is the child of A, and C is the child of a B. So B is the child of A and C is the child of a B. So how to implement through our codings? Top to it, class is implemented, B class is implemented. So on this basis, if I will write the class C is the child class created from which class? From B class, right? So you can identify A is a class, B is created from A, and C is created from what? B. So this is the coding style. This is the coding style of a multi-level. First level inheritance, then B to C second level inheritance. So this is the example of a multi-level inheritance. First level A to B is the first level, then from B to C is our second level, right? So from the architecture, A class from A, B is created, B, C is created, right? Yes. Same thing we did class from created. And picture is also clear to all of you. Please confirm through your group chat. After that, I will write the coding of different another inheritance. Yes, that's very easy. Nothing here. That's very easy, right? Actually, now if I'll go for the third architecture, if I will go for third architecture, then how that third architecture we will implement through our program. So our third architecture, if we will go, third architecture is our multiple inheritance. Means A is a class, B is a class. B is not related with A is not B. A is independent class, B is independent class. C is created from A and C is created from B. Right? Multiple parent. A is a parent, B is a parent. From multiple parent, one child is created. That's why this is called multiple inheritance. Why this is called multiple? Because for a single child, multiple parent was there. First parent, then our second parent, right? So in this way, we can implement our multiple inheritance. So let's go for the coding, how to implement multiple inheritance. If I will delete this multi-level architecture, so how to implement multiple class? A is a class name may be anything, class का नाम कुछ भी हो सकता है. I'm just writing according to my architecture. Class B is a class, so B is not related with A. You can identify. A is an independent class, B is independent class. B is not with relation A. Identify for this C class, for this class, I specify C class is the is the second parent. So आप जितना तो बाय डिफॉल्ट विजिबिलिटी मोड चल जाएगा, कौन सा वाला चल जाएगा, प्राइवेट विजिबिलिटी। सो आप जितना पेरेंट क्लास स्पेसिफाई करते हैं उतना बार आपको विजिबिलिटी मोड स्पेसिफाई करना होगा। सो फॉर ए सिंगल क्लास यू कैन स्पेसिफाई मल्टीपल पेरेंट। So when you were specifying multiple parent, we have to separate with comma. And when you were providing multiple parent for a single child, that much number of time we have to specify the visibility mode. So A is an independent class, B is an independent class, but C is created both from A and B. So two parents and one child. So two parents means multiple parent. So multiple parents means we can tell, sir, this is the example of what? Multiple inheritance. I think this one is clear to all of you. Please confirm in your group chat. Please confirm in your group chat. After that, we will move forward. Is the voice is clear to all of you? Voice problem also. Yes, sometimes my voice will be lag due to bad weather. That's a bad weather means bad network, you know, right? Okay. Your support report for us, right? So is that concept is clear? Multiple inheritance, multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance means one child, two parent, one child, multiple parent, not two parent, multiple parent. So one child, C is the child class created from A, created from B. तो अगर आप मल्टीपल पैरेंट को स्पेसिफाई कर रहे हैं तो सेपरेट करने के लिए कॉमा का इस्तेमाल होता है। टू सेपरेट कॉमा इज रिक्वायर्ड। एंड आप जितना बार पैरेंट स्पेसिफाई करेंगे उतना टाइम आपको विजिबिलिटी मोड स्पेसिफाई करना है, राइट? एक विजिबिलिटी मोड दो क्लास के लिए काम नहीं करते हैं, जितना क्लास होगा उतना टाइम विजिबिलिटी मोड स्पेसिफाई करना होगा। इज दैट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? प्लीज कंफर्म। Multiple inheritance architecture is clear or not? All student? Okay. So I think I given three architectures. I implemented the logic. I implemented the logic of single. I implemented the logic of multi-level. I implemented the logic of multiple. So can you write yourself? Can you write yourself the syntax of hierarchical, the syntax of hybrid? That's very easy, sir. You can identify. Hierarchical, B is created from A and C is also created from A. So I don't think that's a complicated task. You have to go for hybrid architecture and you have to implement the syntax of a multipath inheritance architecture. Can you please write the code? Can you please write the code of this architecture? Hierarchical, then hybrid, then multipath. Please confirm in your group chat. First, write the code of hierarchical, then go for hybrid, then go for multipath. I'm expecting your answer in your group chat. I think you will give the right answer. So let's check. Go for hierarchical code, then go for hybrid code, then go for multipath, right? I given three syntax, you have to give next three syntax, right? So later, I'm checking the hierarchical code. So you have to write the syntax in a booklet. Please come. I'm waiting for your response, right? So first write, then send the code.